Hi there, everyone. Welcome to episode 596 of the Mike from Maine Show, the place where we do daily interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. This is your host, Mike Thomas, and today on the show, we have Jon Smith on, and we're going to be talking about how he's been making over $100,000 per month using CPA marketing. Now, I was really interested in seeing what he was doing with this, as Jon's one of the guys that I originally interviewed way back on the 20th episode of the Mike from Maine Show. So I've seen what he's been doing for a long time now. He's had some great success, and he's going to be sharing some of his secrets with us today. Let's get into it. Here's Jon. We are here today with Jon Smith. Jon, welcome back to the show.
Hey there.
Jon,
glad to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you back here. Jon was one of the guys. He was on the 20th episode of the Mike from Maine Show. I went back and I watched that today and was a little bit horrified at my presentation and the way that I did the interviews back then. But you're back here, Jon. We're going to do it right this time. And I'm excited to learn a little bit more about what you've been up to, because I know that you've been making some pretty amazing advances in your CPA marketing career, doing some pretty amazing numbers. So for those people that missed your previous interview, just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Basically, I make money through CPA affiliate marketing. Lately, I've been working on growing niches, building email lists in those particular niches, going through CPA and AdSense. That's about it. I make a lot of money through CPA.
Yeah, and the whole CPA marketing thing it's really exciting lately. A lot of people are making a lot of money by doing it, and
absolutely,
it's one of the things that I have a passion for as well. It's kind of one of the things that when I first got started, I had my biggest success doing, just sending traffic to little email offers, little zip submit offers. So I've had my little my taste of it as well. Jon, let's take a look at some of your results here, because I know I'm skeptical of things. I know my audience is skeptical. They hear numbers and like the numbers you're going to start sharing with us in a minute, and they think, okay, like, is that real? Is this guy really making this much money? Go ahead and share, and let's take a look at your real results.
All right, so share my screen now, right?
Yep.
So this is just a campaign that we actually don't run anymore. It got a little bit saturated. It's called Bring Me Sports. I'm sure someone can test it. I haven't done it yet, but you can test it with another traffic source. These are the exact keywords that we're seeing profits from. The keywords that gave us a good return on our investment.
When you say keywords, what kind of traffic was this coming from?
Yeah, that's what I was getting to next. The traffic source was Bing, PPC. I only use Bing as through their top tier search, not the search content, or not, sorry, what's it called, the network, or I forgot the actual name of it, the term, but the owned Bing search network. So Yahoo and Bing only.
Okay, so this was an actual ad here. You've got visitors, the cost coming in. You can see the conversions and the revenue there. And just so everyone knows, I asked Jon to share with us something that he had previously done before, because I know that he didn't want to give away his ads or his campaigns that are currently working right now. Right.
So again, this is just Bring Me Sports offer. It's a toolbar through a company called MindSpark. You can run that through our network, Vault Affiliates, or whatever network you'd like. I always recommend split testing between different networks, seeing which one's converting better. I'm not sure. Sometimes it's the link, the tracking link, that is a little slower or whatever. For whatever reason, it converts on certain networks better. Our network, I run it personally on, not this toolbar anymore, but other toolbars. Bing traffic is a really good source for toolbars. So there's a campaign giveaway right there.
Cool.
As you see, there's a lot of conversions, a lot of money to be made. This was
okay, so what I'm going to do now is let's take a look inside of a video. I had Jon record some of his results that he had with some sensitive information blacked out, where he can show you exactly how much money that he's making per month online. So let's take a look.
All right, guys. I'm actually going to log into our CPA account with clickbooth.com, and you're going to see exactly how much money we've made. I'm not hiding anything except for campaigns, just because we want to keep our campaigns private. So let's see. Log in. ClickBooth. Alright, what you can see here is month to date for the month of March, $130,852.50. Last month we did $88,979.50. This year so far, and it's only March, we're at $219,972. Last year we only did $74,000, but we didn't use ClickBooth as much.
Okay, you can see that he's making over $100,000 a month. Jon, that's pretty incredible how you're doing that. So I have a lot of questions for you. Before we start talking about that, I'm going to read off the headline for your product here. It says CPA Niche Jacker, insane profit method to jack targeted niche traffic on command and convert like mad. No gimmicks, no hype, just a long-term solution to dominating any niche that we want. And we've got this $100,000. We've got more proof here of the money that you're bringing in. So enlighten us. What is this all about?
It's about building niches, building email lists in various niches. Essentially, the goal is to grow a massive email list so you can keep on promoting offers, promoting your content. For the content, I normally profit through AdSense, and then certain niches I have to go through and pretty much dominate them with different promotions. Not very much content. A lot of niches are good for the content part of the way we do things, but some niches, of course, you just promote them. They're not very, I don't know the proper word, very active as far as how long they stay on your list.
You can go ahead and unshare your screen if you want, Jon. Cool.
They don't last very long either.
So you mentioned AdSense there. Is that where a lot of your revenue is also coming in, from AdSense?
Not a lot of the revenue, no. It's a good portion. It's not a whole lot, not enough to be like, hey, I can quit everything else. AdSense is just an extra revenue stream for your niche sites.
And what kind of offers are you making most of this money from? I know you can't give away the specifics of it, but give us a general idea of what these offers look like. Are they toolbars like the ones that you just showed us there? Are they email submits? Are they lead gen? Like what's going on?
I'm not so much into email submits anymore. A lot of the offers that I promote personally are mobile. App install offers. A lot of the traffic I get for those is Facebook traffic. They have a new product. I think it's called app install traffic, or not traffic, but app install, where you promote an app. We have a resource in the course with a lot of different traffic sources for mobile, but also diet campaigns, Site Scout, Facebook. There's plenty of traffic sources. They all work for different campaigns. It's hard to explain. A lot of campaigns work for a lot of different traffic sources. That's where your scaling comes into play. You try different traffic sources, get more volume, and go from there.
What traffic source are you excited about right now? What's something that, like, there's so many of them, and that's why it can be really confusing. You've got all these different PPV, PPC, Facebook ads, AdWords. Like, what's working for you right now?
There's a company called 50onred.com. I've been doing a lot of testing with one of the campaigns actually that we're running we have a follow-along campaign in our premium section of the course. I was using 50onred for traffic for one of the campaigns that I actually show. The campaign is actually called Video Stripe. It sells video access. I don't know too much about what the offer is, but we made a lot of money from the campaign on just a test run. I didn't even track. It was kind of like get this on there and go, and I forgot to include tracking, which is a no-no. But anyway, yeah, profited the first campaign run. So 50 on red's a really good traffic source. I'm going hard with it.
It's pretty amazing that you can make money from something with CPA and not even know what the offers are. It comes down to just being able to send the traffic to it and figure out which traffic source will convert and make it so that the money that you are spending is less than the money that you're bringing back in.
It's all about testing.
In your experience, as far as spending goes, like to get up to the point where you've got campaigns that are making you $100,000 a month, is that from one really good campaign? Is that from 100 campaigns? Tell me a little bit about how you get to that point.
That's just one campaign. What I showed you guys, that's not even close to the amount of campaigns that we're actually running. What I like to tell people is to, with your bidding and budget, 3 to 5 times the offer amount, the payout. Excuse me, 3 to 5 times the amount of the offer that you're paid for each conversion, and stick to one traffic source at a time, and keep pushing for about a week. Is usually what it takes for me to run a test for a campaign. I won't spend. Sometimes I spend more depending on the offer. It's hard to explain how to go about how to know what to spend, what not to spend. But for new affiliates, I always tell them 3 to 5 times the amount of the offer payout. And then you test. There's variables like what time of the day it converts best, what days of the week it converts best. So that's why I like to run a good solid 30-day test, a week to 30-day test. So that way I know if Friday's not converting ever for me, Wednesday's converting really well, so I'll up the bid that day or increase traffic that day. It's different variables that you have to pay attention to when testing campaigns. But I like to tell people again to 3 to 5 campaigns, up to 10 campaigns a day. Just a low budget, low amount of money that you're wasting. You're getting data. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, you're paying for the data. That's with paid
traffic.
I mean, a lot of times you're learning what's working, what isn't, what keywords are working, which ones aren't. You find one that works, and you build off of that. And you just kind of, I think most campaigns from the CPA marketers that I've spoken to, and from my experience, in the beginning you lose a little bit of money, but then you start building on your winners. And once you found that winner that's consistently bringing in you money in, you just build on top of that. Use that money to go back in and test other traffic sources, and just keep on trying to find those little gold nuggets inside the traffic streams. I mean, it's all about digging for gold.
URLs, keywords. You just got to find what's converting.
Cool. As far as people just getting started with this, if someone came to you and they're like, Jon, this sounds awesome. Like, I would like to be making 1% of what you're making doing this. Like, just a small percentage would be great. What's the fastest way that they can see their first results? Where would you tell them to go? What would you tell them to do?
Well, like we were just talking about data. I'm a data lover. I know I'm sitting here 3 o'clock in the morning reviewing campaigns, reviewing different variables in my campaigns, in my tracking. Collect data. That's really that's the best way to go. Collecting data is the most important part of your campaign, so it kind of makes sense that would be what I would go for.
Just focus, make sure that I think one of the biggest mistakes I've seen people make is going out there and running campaigns without tracking.
Oh, no, it's a bad thing.
Yeah. If you're not tracking, you are just running blind, and you might get lucky and hit.
I got lucky with the campaign I mentioned earlier. I got really lucky. It profited, but if I would have tracked what caused me to profit, I probably could have taken that campaign to the next level a lot sooner.
And you could cut out the traffic that's not making you any money. It's funny, when I mentioned before how I had success a while back with CPA, I wasn't tracking, and I know that if I had been tracking, I had like some traffic sources that I was using, and I was like, okay, this is working. Like, I didn't want to touch it. I was like, okay, if it's working and I'm making money from it, I don't want to go back in and start messing around with it. I don't want to break it. But
Right.
if I could have been tracking it the whole time, I could have just tweaked it a little bit and made
Mhm.
even more money from it. So yeah, it's
Right.
almost like a game, CPA.
Absolutely.
Do,
Absolutely, it is.
do you get bored of it? Do you get sick of tracking the numbers?
That's why I go through different niches. Right now, my I'm having a baby, and
Congratulations.
thank you. My girlfriend, she was clueless. She's never had a baby, of course. She didn't know what to expect, what options she had. So we
Hmm.
started a blog. The blog is about. We just started it, so it's not got a lot of content on it, but it's called Baby Inside Me, Inside.me, and basically it's just information that she wanted to know, and she writes about it in like a list format. Hopefully, by the end of this month, we're gonna have the. It's actually in the premium forums as well.
Hmm.
The case study. Yeah, I'm revealing everything that I do with this blog, and nothing's being left out. It's all going straight to the forums and all the traffic sources that I used to build the list, everything. So, but anyway, it's a blog about what she wanted to know as she's going through her pregnancy. She's currently 5 months pregnant. She still has a lot of questions. One thing that we were struggling with was water birth. So, or not water birth, but home birth and birthing centers. She wants to have a natural birth, and we decided to go with a birthing center. And she had some issues with her doctor, her OBGYN, and it was a long road there, and she had a lot of questions. So we decided to become a resource. And the competition in the niche that we went for, which is the baby niche and water birthing niche, which can be a lot more broad than that, but it's very low. There's not a lot of competition. There's a lot of traffic. So that's what you go for when you're going for a niche. Things like that is what keeps it interesting. I like to learn new things, especially the baby thing. It's exciting. It's of course I love my child already.
You're actually excited. You're actually excited about the niche, so it makes
Yeah.
doing the. It's kind of fun now. You're building a resource, but you're able to drive traffic to it and to build
Absolutely.
an email list, and you've got that experience as well. So it's like you're taking different parts of internet marketing, like building an asset, which is something
Absolutely.
that I want to touch on really quickly. It's interesting that you're building that asset with this, and I think it's something that CPA marketers sometimes aren't doing. Is they are so focused on sending traffic to other people's offers that they don't necessarily build their own business. Now you talk about
Right.
building lists, which is an asset that you can build for your business, but this
Right.
sounds more like a real asset that you're building.
Essentially,
Mm.
essentially, when you're building a list for your particular niche, as we go in the course or go over in the course, you're essentially making your own offer.
Mm-hmm.
Except you control the traffic to your website. You control the traffic to your offers. You dish out an email. You know how much through stats. You'll know what you're going to get. But you control everything this way. And yeah,
Cool.
I had
No,
a point I was going to say, but I forgot. Oh yeah, the another good thing. The reason you said something about getting bored.
mm-hmm.
A lot of my niches I outsource. The content I don't write. I don't write anything except for my affiliate blog that I write. The blog that I'm working on with my woman, she's actually writing, but eventually we're going to outsource the content. So I don't really have to. I don't have to get bored with it. People are doing it for me, and let it build that way.
Yeah, cool.
I just do the business side of everything.
Yeah, you're the manager of your business, John. If people decide that CPA Niche Jacker, they're interested in picking it up, this is something that they want to delve into. What exactly should they expect inside of the course? What are they going to get after they purchase?
Detailed information about how we go about the process of creating a niche, traffic sources. There's premium content as well, follow along campaigns, case studies, which I just mentioned. If you get also premium, there is other courses that we've written and launched on the Warrior Forum.
When you say
every
premium,
time,
are you talking about the OTOs there?
yes, sir, the OTO.
Okay, so inside of the front end offer on the sales page, they get all the information that you just mentioned before. They get the case studies as well. Was that inside the front end offer?
Not the front end, a portion of it, not the full thing.
Okay, so if they want to get the case studies, tell us a little bit about what kind of one-time offers people can expect and what's in those.
Well, we have a lot of, it's just one-time offer. Okay. That's hard to say right there. Anyway, it's the premium. You get access to the forum where you can review case studies, which I just mentioned a minute ago, and follow along campaigns. You also get access to myself and Joey. Joey's a big, he's a smart guy. You mentioned that earlier when we first started talking here. Joey's, I like to pick his brain. I learned a lot from him, most of what I know from Joey. So he's a very good asset to have. And being in premium, you get access to Joey. So, and myself, we can help you with your campaigns. We have plenty of campaigns. We don't have any interest in, taking your campaigns. So your secret's safe with us. That's pretty much it. Cool. Access to us and other members.
And you're going to be in the premium version. You're going to be giving away the case study with your girlfriend's blog, right? That's
yes,
in the premium.
Absolutely.
Cool. I want to make sure I've good at say what's in what there. Cool, Jon. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. I know you've got a wedding to go off to here. Is there anything else, anything that we missed, anything you wanted to mention before we wrap it up?
I just think that people should take action and stay consistent. That's about it. Dive in and don't quit.
Cool. Good advice. Jon, again, thanks for coming on and best of luck with your launch.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
I hope you enjoyed the interview today with Jon. If you are interested in picking up CPA Niche Jacker, come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. You're going to be able to grab it at its lowest price, and I'll also have a special discount code. So either come back to the website at 11 or look out for an email from me. So I'll make sure that you get that cheapest price, plus you'll get my special bonuses. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.